Hey, what's going on, guys? Killing Zombies back in another video, and today I have another review for today. As we all know, it is Thanksgiving, and right in front of me we have Happy Thanksgiving to all. Just a little decoration, so to say at least, and just want to give big thanks out to everyone, and hope you all are staying safe and nice and warm during this holiday. And even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, still as well staying safe and staying warm. Big thanks to all you guys. Yeah. And well, was gonna be doing probably something similar to Thanksgiving, so we won't actually be doing anything really MRE related today. But I do have a bunch of components here that are dedicated to what you would have for Thanksgiving. Now, yes, I do have quite a lot. It is sad to see that I wasn't able to find one component, nor was I able to find really any MRE or ration that actually was Thanksgiving feast related. They did have one of an MRE back in I think 2001 or so, say at least. But I was unable to get hands on those, and I didn't think at the time, but this was last moment, so yeah. First up we have is some cornbread stuffing from Minotaur. So, gotta have cornbread stuffing, or not cornbread stuffing, but you could all just stuffing alone, gotta have it on the table. We also have some gravy. This is also from Minotaur. Some instant mashed potatoes, so these will be good. And of course, to go with our Thanksgiving little feast here, we have is some cornbread, trans fat free. Our drink for today will be orange blast drink mix. A dessert item will be trans fat free carrot pound cake. Some butter buds to go with that mashed taters. Some pumpkin spice whipped topping that will actually go on to the carrot pound cake. I do want to try this also. See if it really tastes really good. And like I said, I was unable to find any kind of turkey, say so the least. So closest we would get anything to meat related would be diced chicken breast, cooked, freeze dried. But yeah, that is our little Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go ahead and get all these freeze dried mains and stuff that needs to be heated with boiling water and when constituted. I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff off camera, and we'll be back when all of it's rehydrated and stuff. Alright, now that we have everything reconstituted, I put all the water in. We're also going to heat up our carrot cake and our cornbread. Of course, I am going to be using the standard FRH to actually heat these up. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll start getting this stuff onto the tray. Alright, we have pretty much everything onto the tray. I think I screwed up the FRH a bit by adding a little bit too much water, but hopefully by the time that stuff constitutes for a little bit and we check out this pumpkin spice whipped topping. I didn't add water to this obviously because I kind of wanted to show you guys this, because this is my first time trying pumpkin spice whipped topping. And it definitely smells like pumpkin, like a very, very, very and it's just like a clear powder. I'm getting it everywhere. That's alright. But this adds about 2 ounces of water. So adding about 2 ounces. I'll add just about that. Of course, I'm going to be eating this with our daff spoon. Go ahead and clean this up a bit. course, you want to get all the corner because it does say shake, but I just want to get all of what's in the corners before shaking. Add a little bit more water. I mean, worst to worst, you have it and it's like runny. I mean, it ain't gonna ruin it. Alright, and since we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out that orange blast drink. Now you may be thinking, for those that see this, depending on what time zone they're in and what time they see this, have either already eaten, ooh, that smells good. Have either eaten Thanksgiving dinner, or they have been making it. Overall, this itself will either make you full or hungry more than you already were when you were eating. But either way, this is going to be something I've been looking forward to doing. Day before actually Thanksgiving, I thought of doing a little special, just because, well, it's Thanksgiving and why not? Let me go ahead and mix that up. And I'm going to take a little taste of this before we check out our nose potatoes and stuff. That's just enough water. So of course a little bit more than any of that, but let's see, 8 minutes it says. Now I did add a little much water, but gonna let that sit too. We're just mixing it up. Before I did add extra water to the I'm gonna let that sit actually. That doesn't need to be mixed. Gravy. Might add a little too much, but whoop. Oh well. I mean, I'm not gonna be worried about it being too much. Now of course you can see there's a lot of water in there. But the only reason why I put a lot of water was because it is diced chicken. But we're gonna of course let that all sit, and we'll be back when it's all reconstituted and stuff. Alright, I think everything is now reconstituted just enough for us to consume, so let's start getting this all onto the tray. Alright, cornbread, it didn't heat up, but it's okay. I'm not worried about cold cornbread that just fell apart. That's alright. Worst to worst, it's room temperature. That's no big deal. We're gonna set that to the side. Alright. Let's actually move this to the side, because we're gonna get our taters out. It looks nice. If it actually wants to come out, at least. Alright. There is still a whole bunch in there. Let me actually get that all out. Alright. Now that we have the mashed potatoes, I got whatever I could get out. Let's check on our cornbread stuffing. Looking nice. Alright, this I'm also gonna have to get out. Okay. And let's actually get our chicken. I am going to drain the water because we do not need it. And that should be enough. Now, of course, it is quite a small portion of chicken. Now it's weird to just use your fingers like that, but yeah, that's your chicken. That, of course, is not a meal, so to say the least. That was actually from back in 2020 when they had the freeze-dried AFRs and stuff like that. But let's actually get some butter buds opened because we definitely need those for those. Gonna need it for that. Of course, we are gonna use the gravy for the chicken, but I do apologize for if you hear any faint music in the background. Family's having some Christmas music playing. It's a little loud, but hopefully it's not too loud in the video. But there is our bit. Now let's get that gravy on now. Alright. Of course, our gravy isn't 100% gravy, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. Let's put a little boat. It is a little less thickened like your standard gravy, but that's okay. We'll put a little bit on here, and I think we'll put some on the cornbread when we get to it. But let's actually of course we have this for dessert, but let's dig in. Let's try that out. Well, it's a very dry chicken. I did what constitutes well, but that's some very dry chicken. But it's freeze dried. It's not. Definitely tastes like turkey because it's so dang dry. Now let's try a little bit of the taters without the gravy, which is over here. That butter powder really does help. If you do have any of those butter sprinkles or butter buds or whatever you call it, or even just butter powder, and you have a lot of instant mashed potatoes and rice, definitely good for that. Definitely want to stock up on them. Of course, they're not going to last forever, but they definitely will make it, well, palatable, instead of just putting salt. Now we got some of that chicken gravy. It's got some chive in it too. Oh, parsley. Oh yeah. Now that is what you call some mashed potatoes and gravy right there. Really good. I want to move on to the stuffing. Now it isn't just your usual stovetop stuffing, but it's really good. And yeah. Of course it is soggy, but that's I think what happens if you add a little bit too much water. But that's alright. And, of course, can't have without cornbread. I used to never like cornbread, but MRE is really good. Yeah, this stuff you definitely want to have heated up. It's very, very, if you will, say, dry. So, definitely want to have it with some taters. Like that. Of course, we will use it with gravy, but... Oh, yeah. Really good. Really good. Now, I'm going to save that. What we're going to do... Now, it sounds very, very weird of why I'm crumbling it. But, this is why. Because I definitely want to see how this with it would taste. Now, if you think about it, what happens when you take cornbread and you add liquid or something like that to it when it's dry? Soaks up all that flavor. Now you may be thinking, well, KZ, wouldn't you think it would be very nasty? Well, this is chicken flavored. So I don't think it would kind of be like stuffing in a way to me, it seems. And I'm going to be the judge of that, so you don't have to. So, let's check that out. Yeah, it does look unappetizing, but let's try it out. Well, I can definitely say it's good, but it's very salty. So maybe not best idea to have it all at once like that. Maybe something to settle it up, like the cornbread, stuffing, or taters. But we're gonna set this to the side, and we're gonna have dessert. But first, I'm gonna wash the palate with our orange blast. It's really good. Kind of tastes like, to be fair with you, it just tastes like if you have an orange MRE drink. And the orange pound cake is what you would assume it'd be, an orange pound cake. Smells like carrot cake, and it's very moist too. Now we have our pumpkin spice whip topping here, and I'm gonna actually open that up. Might have to give it a little stir because it kind of looks like mousse now, but might have added a little too much water, of course, because that's what I love doing. But you know, now it's more like a shake. So, of course, just have a little piece on its own. And, don't know how we're going to do it, but I think we'll just have to take a little bit and put it drizzled like that. Looks like sausage, biscuits and gravy. But I promise you it's not. Let's look at that. Really good. And it actually has chunks of what seems to be carrot or something like that. Because it's very, it was, unless there's nuts in it, but I don't think there's actually peanuts in it or whatnot. Oh, that's weird. They have crushed pineapple in it. And infused dried carrots. Maybe that's what I've been to. But, yeah, this was actually a nice little Thanksgiving feast. Of course, I will be actually having Thanksgiving later on, but this was pretty good. Um, as always, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing and enjoyable, safe and warm Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching this little video I had for y'all folks today. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications down below so you do not miss out on future videos I post, rations I try out, and I review. And as always, until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Happy Thanksgiving!